The IMF sees greater chance of a soft landing for the global economy. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, sees better odds that central banks will manage to tame inflation without tipping the global economy into recession, but it warned Tuesday that growth remained weak and patchy. The agency said it expected the world's economy to expand by 3% this year, in line with its July forecast, as stronger-than-expected growth in the United States offset downgrades to the outlook for China and Europe. It shaved its forecast for growth in 2024 by 0.1 percentage point to 2.9%. IMF chief economist Pierre-Olivier Gourinchas told journalists it was too early to assess how the latest conflict between Israel and Hamas, which has now claimed at least 900 lives in Israel alone, could affect economic growth in the region and the rest of the world. He said the IMF was monitoring the situation, noting that the agency's latest World Economic Outlook had been finalized before fighting broke out. Echoing comments made in July, the IMF highlighted the global economy's resilience to the twin shocks of the pandemic and the Ukraine war while warning in its report that risks remained tilted to the downside. Despite war-disrupted energy and food markets and unprecedented monetary tightening to combat decades-high inflation, economic activity has slowed but not stalled, Gourinchas wrote in a blog post. The global economy is limping along, he added. The IMF's projections for growth and inflation are increasingly consistent with a soft landing scenario. Especially in the United States, Gourinchas continued, but he cautioned that growth remains slow and uneven, with weaker recoveries now expected in much of Europe and China compared with predictions just 3 months ago. The 20 countries using the euro are expected to grow collectively by 0.7% this year and 1.2% next year, a downgrade of 0.2 percentage points and 0.3 percentage points respectively from July. The IMF now EXP